many times that I miss you. I know how to call when I want to. Now you got.
To make this, I'll be using this adire fabric. You can use African prints to do this, but I'm using adire. I love this adire that I have stocked since how many years. So I have folded it into 4. Let me show you guys how I folded it. So let's say this is the salvage of the African fabric. I folded the African fabric like this into 2 like this, and I used the length of the dress. The length of the dress, let me say the length of the dress is 40. So you start from here 40, you come this way and you fold it like this. Can you guys see what I just did? So this is what I have here. That's what I have here. So as the name implies, it's very simple and it's beginner friendly. Very, very simple. Just few calculations. So here I'm going to get the neck width. I'm using 3.5 inches. I'll mark it here. And for the front, I'm going to come down 1 inches. This is a one piece, meaning you're not going to be cutting anything. You're not going to be cutting the shoulder. So I'm going to connect this to this. And for the front neck depth, I'll come down 9 inches and I'll mark it like this. On this 9 inches, I'm going to come in 1 inch. I'll come in 1 inch and I'll take this 1 inch all the way down. This is just for the front. So I'll just take this all the way down for the front only, and I'm going to connect this to this. So that's how it will be. Then the next thing we need is the shoulder width or the sleeve width. It's a cut together shoulder, so you don't need to measure the sleeve or the width. It's just dependent on the fabric. I usually use my fabric, whatever the width of my fabric is, that's what I use. If it's African fabric, you can actually use chiffon and all those, but make sure that the width you're using is not more than 45 inches. So what I have here is 21 inches, 21.5 inches, and that's okay for me. You can make your own 25, whatever you want. From this shoulder line, you're going to come down 14 inches and you mark it here like that. Then from the shoulder, you're going to come down to the waistline. You don't really need this, but it's very important anyway. So you're going to come down to the waistline, which is 17 inches, and you mark it here, 17 inches. You will see what we need this place for. So the next thing you will do is to come here and you mark from the center line. You're going to get 15 inches. So I'll get 15 inches like this. You can make this smaller if you're on the smaller size, but I'm using 15 inches. I just want it to be a free one. So I'm going to go down 15 inches. Just take down the 15 inches all the way down. Remember, this is the waistline. So on this place, I'm going to come in here 3 inches like this, 3 inches, and I'm going to make a curve here like this. Just make a lazy man curve, just because you don't want this sharp edge. So you're going to make this like this. And then the length, for me, the length I use is 39 inches. You can make yours shorter or longer, but what I have here is 39 inches. By the time I take away 1 inch, it will be 38 inches, and I'm okay with that. So I'm just going to cut out this lace now, and then I will cut out the front neckline. First, I'll just cut out the back neckline, and then I'm going to cut out the front neckline.
So many times that I miss you. I know how to call when I want to. Now you got way bigger issues.
Next, this line that we made here, I'm going to mark the line all the way around the dress. So I'm just going to mark. What we have here is 17 inches. I'm just going to mark it all the way around. I'll notch it so that I will know where it is at the back. So I'll just notch it like this. So I'm just going to open this like this. Fold it this way. I'm going to use this and mark for make the mark again, another mark. same thing, I'm going to turn it again and mark it on the back. So remember, the place that you're marking is the front, the right side of the fabric. That's the side that you're marking, so that you will see this line later when you are sewing. So I'm just going to make this line very visible. So to sew this, first of all, you go ahead and close the side seam, and after closing the side seam, you will hem the lower part. You hem it like this. You hem the first time and you hem the second time and sew it straight. And for the center, the strips on the center, you will go ahead and get a strips that is 3.5 inches wide. You're going to fold it into two and sew it like this. Turn it over. You should have something that looks like this. You should have something that looks like this by the time you're done turning it. And you go and, after hemming the lower part, you go and attach this all the way round to the other.